Okay, so what is going on for Capricorn? So what you have is the situation, the foundation as to what has led to the situation, what is blocking you, what is unknown to you, and what the angels are recommending that you do in the month of September in order to move forward. Now, that's funny. So I just looked down at my notes, and apparently I'm tired and need to go to sleep, because my next sign was actually, this was supposed to be Taurus, but I was thinking Capricorn when I was praying and shuffling, and I was looking at your information, so clearly you are all going to be my last one for the evening. So this is for you, Capricorn. But I am totally out of order because this girl is a sleepy girl. So I'm going to wrap up with you, and then I'm going to go to sleep, and I will finish the rest of them tomorrow. Let's just hope that I get your editing right tomorrow, because I've now gotten you out of order a bit. I'll make a note. It'll all be good. Well, looking at it, you do have one major arcana. You have the World and the Center. Major arcanas, those are things that are fated, that are destined, that are being divinely guided. We do not really have much control over those things, and this is all about completion. But then when you have 3 minor arcanas, those are pips. You have 2 Winters, that's thoughts that's being stuck in her head. And you do have a Summer, the Cups. Your situation. You have the World. And at the bottom, it says a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. This is all about endings, completion. It's really about taking a bow because you have finished something. You have made progress. You have wrapped it up. You have slapped a bow on it and called it done. It's about, moving forward. Completing something, taking your bow, and moving forward into something new, a new beginning, a beginning that will bring you joy. Because you see this fairy dreamer, she's finished up what she was working on. She's come to an ending of her journey, and now she can begin a whole new adventure. Something completely new. Because it is about completion. It is about coming full circle. It is, in the major arcanas, it is the last card in that deck. It truly is the ending, the completion, the culmination, the ending. And it's fated. So for many of you, this is love related. This is a relationship that has come to completion. It's ran its cycle. It's over. It's at the completion stage. And for some of you, it's taken a really long time to get to this point. It's been an uphill battle for many of you. What we have that's led to this, many of you are very cold at this point. You have Queen of Winter, and it says strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. And at the bottom it says let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. So for those of you in this situation, you've had a lot of difficulties and challenges with a lover, with an ex, with a spouse that's going to be an ex. Some of you are actually going through a divorce right now. But the Queen of Winter, she's often single because she just doesn't put up with any shenanigans. This staff that she's holding, this icicle, which hopefully you're not seeing, that my camera... Hopefully it didn't pause. Okay. Well, hopefully it didn't pause it. It was telling me we're running low on battery. Apologies about that, Capricorn. Let's get you guys wrapped up so we can get this done. Queen of Winter, though. She's often single because she doesn't put up with shenanigans. You see that she's like holding this staff, but it's red. So some of you are very angry with your partner. You've cut them off. They have cut you off. You're now focused on your career. You don't care about love. You have no interest in love at this point. You've cut yourself off emotionally. You've cut them off emotionally. Some of you, you're also wanting some information. You feel as though you have been left out in the cold. There is something that they have not shared with you. For some of you, don't even care to hear it. See how she's kind of like glaring in anger? They're pointing like the staff is red, and she's angry. So some of you are very angry with him. And you're ready for it to be done. Now, what we have as far as what's blocking you, this is 10 of Winter. This is another Swords. Swords are all about being stuck in your thoughts. And at the bottom it says, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. So for some of you, this relationship was founded on money. Relying on each other to have your needs met, taken care of, particularly money, finances. But this card is all about, it's time to walk away. Not just walk, it's time to run. Run away, run in the opposite direction, because this situation, this person is not good for you. They're not serving you. They are holding you back. And all the endings can be sad and they can be difficult. They're sometimes hard for us to do because we get stuck in a place of complacency and comfort. That change is necessary. It is time for you to move on. It's time for you to run forward, run away from this person, run away from the situation. And those of you in the situation, you know that because it has been a long time coming, they're saying. Like this is, because for most of you, this is love. This is a relationship that you have tried and tried and tried and tried for years. And it's just not, it's not meant to be. It's not going to come together. And you know that. They're trying to break you free of that. Allow them to break you free of that. Now, as far as what you are not aware of, you have 8 of Summer. And at the bottom it says, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. And you see, she's packed up everything she owns and she's just walking away. She's done. She's made the decision to leave the situation, to leave this person, to move forward. This is when things change. This is when things become better. This is when she really can walk into the light at the end of the tunnel. But this is being divinely guided. You are being guided to end this. It's not fulfilling for you. It's not fulfilling for them. It doesn't have the right foundation. They're saying it's for some of you, it's almost like it's built on a shallow foundation. You know, they were mentioning like, do you hang in there because of what you're receiving, what you're each receiving from the relationship? But you're not hanging in there because of unconditional love. It's like, okay, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I'll give you what you want, you give me what I want. But that's not a foundation to build a relationship upon. You want more meaning. They want more meaning. The time has come for a new path. Now, what they are recommending that you do, you have blessings. And at the bottom it says, today I count my blessings, small and large. I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. And this is all about, gratitude, being thankful for things. Because for some of you, they're saying that you're like stuck in the state of feeling sad for yourself, feeling bad, feeling sorry for yourself. Because, things aren't being answered. You're not getting the things that you've wanted, that you've desired, that you've hoped for. That's because your prayers have been heard. They're just going to be answering them in a different way than you thought. And they're encouraging you to shift your focus from what's wrong and what's missing, what you don't have, to what is right. Because they're saying this ending, this culmination, it's a relationship. So this divorce, this breakup, this ending with this person is actually, it's a blessing in disguise. And when you give it a little bit of time, you will see that. It's actually a good thing. It's actually a blessing. It's good for you. What they also want you to do in September is to start doing some imagining, doing some visualization boards as to what it is that you want. What do you want in love? What is it that you desire? Because they're saying a number of you, you've already been thinking for a very long time what you really do want in a partner, what you want in a spouse, because they're saying even though you have clung to this relationship, it wasn't fulfilling you. It wasn't giving you what you wanted and what you desired. So even though you would, because they're saying like you would stay with them, many of you because of a financial means of having property, investments, things together that you've built over a long duration. But it's not because you love them. They're saying for some of you, you would actually daydream about other people because this wasn't the relationship that you wanted. Now, for some, they're saying like many years ago when it started, it was, but it hasn't been like that for 10, 15 plus years. It was something built on convenience. But you've been daydreaming for years about what you really want. This is the time to like put some of that on paper. Start writing down a list of what it is that you want in your partner. What would your dream man consist of? Now, you can change the sexes accordingly, but we're going with it because this is the Queen of Winter, and that's what I'm hearing them say. But if this sounds like your situation and your man, swap the sexes. Easy breezy. But for many of you, the situation, the man that you were with is not what you were desiring, what you were wanting in a companion and a spouse and a lifelong partner. You have been daydreaming and thinking about what you want, but this is the time to put pen to paper, do a visualization board, start writing down the things that you want to manifest, what you desire, what would be your dream partner. Because if you can put it to paper, you will help bring that to fruition. You'll actually help bring that person to you quicker because you need to define what it is that you want. Now, the other thing that they're recommending for September, you have your home is protected by angels. And at the bottom it says, Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post your guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances. When I angle these cards so you don't have a glare, I get a glare. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, or taxes. So for some of you, you are going through a divorce and you are concerned, how are you going to be able to pay your bills? How are you going to keep a roof over your head? How are you going to be able to provide for yourself? But you don't need to worry about that. They're going to take care of your finances. They're saying for some of you, you also don't need to continue to hold on to someone that you don't want to be with simply to make your bills, to take care of yourself. It's not necessary. Okay, let's pull a couple quick clarifiers. We will wrap this up before my phone dies. Okay, we will start with the world. We have the letter. This is written communications. This could be love letters. Could be business letters. Could be divorce papers. Court papers. Then we have the consolante sorpresa. And this is something that was less successful than you anticipated. It's something that did not go as you planned. And then we have the ladro, and this is the thief. If I can hold them. Robbery, thief, having things stolen from you. Fraud, it's also fraud. So you're coming to this completion with this person. So for some of you, so they're saying for some of you, you'd receive some communications. You tried to have a fresh start. It was not at all successful. And some of you are feeling like you were robbed, like something was stolen. Oh, okay. So for some of you, again, this is completion, it's ending. Some of you, you're going through a divorce. You are splitting up assets. You're splitting up a business. So for some, you are about to receive some communication, some information about the splitting up of the assets. And you may not be receiving all that you anticipated you would receive. And you feel as though that person has robbed you. They have ripped you off. They have stolen what you believe has belonged to you. Now, as far as what led to that, okay, you have amore, love, you have the la alegría. Now, this is celebrations with friends and family. There are two celebration cards. There's one that is happiness of the heart. It talks about celebrating love. This is celebrating friends and family. And then you have the stanza, room intimacy, privacy, but it's all beat up. Now again, this is the foundation. So for some of you, this was a partnership that initially did start on love, founded on love initially. But they're saying for many of you, that was many, many years ago. But like family, people started to rely on you. But it all fell apart, and there's no communication. See how there's no one in this room, and it's all jacked up. The frame, the curtains are upturned, the chairs tipped over. So there's been a lot of arguments. And for some of you, it could be that he was a drinker, or one of you was a drinker, was out partying all the time. But there were a lot of arguments. They're saying it's kind of like a cycle, where you'd come back together, you'd try to make it work, but you would try to make it work for how it would appear and look to others, and then it would all come crashing down again. A cycle, a vicious cycle. And that's why you're cold, you're finished, you're ready to move on. And they're encouraging you to do that. Now last, the 8 of Summer, which is moving forward, we have the Speranza. And this is, this could be hope, it could be apprehension, waiting. You have the Domestico. And this is the servant, the helper, the collaborator, an employee. And you have Disgrazia. And that is misfortune, complete and utter destruction of a situation, complete ending of a situation, burning it down. And again, this is on what you are unaware of. See how she's holding this anchor. So for some, you're hopeful that he will continue and he will return to help you. Because they were saying that this is not founded on a solid foundation. It's not founded on unconditional love. It's founded on convenience. What can you do for me? You scratch my back, I scratch your back. You give me what I want, I'll give you what you want. And see how her breast is bared? She's got a little nip sticking out. And this is a phallic, and she's got a good grip on it. So for some, she's giving him sexual gratification. She'll entice him, she'll seduce him, she'll pull him in, and she'll take care of his take care of things, take care of business. Take care of what he wants. He's coming in for that. But he comes in and he brings money to take care of her finances, to keep the roof over her head, to take care of expenses. So she's getting what she wants. But this cycle, this whole relationship, this whole foundation is about to go, it's about to completely crumble down. And that's what you are not expecting. So for some of you, you've been in this vicious cycle for a while. But there's some news that's about to come in. So for some of you, it's been this vicious cycle for a long time. You've argued. You're not even talking to each other. You've been in the process of a divorce or separating your assets, going in separate directions. You're about to receive some communications about that. That will end it. Now, the overall energy, of course, Capricorns, you don't have to worry about money. They're going to help you take care of your bills. You don't need to stay in a loveless relationship just to take care of yourself. You're intelligent. You're capable. You're competent. You can take care of yourself. And ask the angels for help, and they will help you do that. Because the overall energy that you have is denari, money. That's funny. You're staying in this relationship for money, for security. You're staying in it because you're watching out for yourself, the Belvedere. This is someone who keeps a lookout for themselves. They're in it for themselves. But you're in it because of security, because you need money. You need to keep a roof over your head. But you don't need to stay in something for that. Because what you ultimately want is a relationship that is requited love. And they're tearing this down so that you can have that. And the last card that was on the bottom is the Lanamika. The woman who acts in secret, lies, deception, the enemy, the female enemy. She has a mask. This is what they're saying was the overall energy of this. So there have been things, secrets, things that have not been shared, things that have not been told, relayed. And this is all coming to an end so that you can find love. So they can find love, so that you can all move on. This is something that is destined fated. This completion is coming in. It is a major arcana, but you're going to be happy that it ended. It is going to free you up to move in a new direction. Get the things that you desire. Begin a new journey that will fulfill you. Because many of you that are in this situation, you have actually felt bad about it for a very long time. You're like, I know that this isn't good for them. I know this isn't good for me, but I'm gonna still keep taking care of me. Because, you know, I've got a sleigh that's lined in gold, and by golly, it better stay shined and polished. But you've been feeling bad about that. But you've also been wanting something more, and you know that it's not here. So they're trying to bring this change in. They are bringing this change in. Allow this completion to happen. It is a blessing in disguise. Start visualizing that dreamboat man that you want so he can come in. You're going to have plenty of money. They are bringing you to a new home. A new home emotionally, with a new lover, a new partner, a new spouse. But they're also, big thing they're saying is they are going to take care of you financially. You don't have anything to worry about with that. So just embrace the changes. I do wish you all an amazing month filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.